Tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Cousins. His throw incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Cousins. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this man. It's taken able to convert it. 14, a terrific play call. He's such a good route, shows it there. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Over the middle here to Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Watson now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mecole Hardman, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 14, Vikings 7. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they called the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. Had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting. And he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Devontae Rowan in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job. And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They have a Hall of Famer in one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just lock people down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in 2nd down. He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins got a man open. It's Ross. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Vikings at 3-6 now in the year. If they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W, they have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And some room to maneuver. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. First down, here's Cousins. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. He'll get it inside the 20, and he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. To throw is Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Demetrius Harris from 8 yards out. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Watson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. We'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Now it's Crowder. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On third down, Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Throwing, Cousins. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. Touchdown, Vikings. John Ross, 31 yards. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. McManus's point after is good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Watson, he's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding Harris over the middle. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 49 yards the distance covered in the catch and run. There's your tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a 2-1.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Saquon Barkley, 26 yards. And the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now outside on the swing pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 2nd and inches, Watson. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup.
Watson looks to throw again. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Complete to Marquise Brown.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner.
And now off to the races, down the right side. They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Play action now, Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Terrell Lewis. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 6.
Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now Watson throws another interception. interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Andre Cisco there on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Cousins. And this one is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Play fake. Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Upon a 46, a return of 5. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. This will be complete to Mechie. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st down, Watson. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Vikings are going to have it as they start at their own 24-yard line. Well timed, they certainly were on their side offensively. They had to take some chances with that interception before hinder their already slim chance at victory.
And you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Following the interception, Cousins. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Cousins now. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Vikings. Saquon Barkley. He scored on 3. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Watson's throw completed to Mechie. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 57 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Cousins to throw it. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Second and 5. And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And Paul, I have no idea what the top speed is, or what those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into. This offense, they certainly won't be in this one. Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, it's a win they needed, and for nothing else in their sanity as they move to 4 and 6.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel